And let's get started seated actually today. And if for some reason seated does not work for you, you are more than welcome to start laying down. So from a seated position with eyes closed, unless it feels more supportive for you to have your eyes open, take a full belly breath in and a long breath out. Taking a full breath in and a long breath out. Just come into a noticing here. A noticing of how you feel. A noticing of breath. A noticing of sound. And when the mind wanders, which is what the mind does, it thinks. When it does that, you simply bring it back to noticing. To noticing breath. To noticing sound. To noticing sensation. So with breath in and breath out, just practice noticing. You might notice the thoughts as they come in and out. Just like a gentle touch on noticing. You might notice sensations in the body. You might notice breath. If you've been laying down for any reason, just start to make your way to seated. You can certainly keep the eyes closed or let them gently open, and on an inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, reach the arms up to frame the head. Exhale, twisting in the opposite direction. So just do that. Inhale to reach the arms up to frame the head. Exhale to open up and really begin to notice the sensations that you feel as the body makes different shapes. So the arms reach up. From the exhale, the arms twist and open. Coming back to center. Just continue that movement. Center to a twist. And center to a twist. Come back to center, reach the arms up. And on the exhale, bring the right hand down by your side and stretch the left arm out over the ear. Noticing this sensation as you breathe in. And on the exhale, bring the left hand to the right knee. Keep the left hand on your right knee and reach your right arm up. Take your right arm over your left and bring your right hand to your left knee, and then round forward. From the seated position, come up to center, letting the backs of the hands press against each other. Reach the arms up a little higher on an inhale and contract in. Draw the elbows in toward the belly. Do that again. Inhale to lift up, to open across the heart. Exhale, contract in. Stay in the contraction. Extend the arms out to the sides. Take a breath in. Stay here as you exhale. Reach the arms up and sit up on an inhale. And with an exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Expand through the fingertips on a breath and bring the right hand to the left knee. Stretch your left arm up and bring your left arm up and over to the right knee. Let the backs of the hands press against each other as the arms interlace. And on an inhale, lift up, maybe lifting the heart a little higher. Exhale, draw the elbows in toward the belly. Do that again. Inhale, lift up. Notice the difference in this lift, contrasting to the exhale as you lower. One more time, just like that. Inhale, feel the lift. Notice the sensations. Just notice. Exhale, draw the elbows in toward the belly. Elongate the spine, extend the arms out on the next inhale. And with your exhale, pause. So it's like you're peering over the edge of something. Take the strain out of the back of your neck. Your arms are extended out to the sides. Press your sit bones down. This time, reach the arms out forward to frame the head. Pause here. On your next inhale, come all the way back up to seated. Exhale, bring the left hand to the right knee and the right hand back behind you. My fingertips are on the ground. Elongate the spine. Take a breath in. Draw the left side of the rib cage back as you exhale. And maybe you start to take the eyes over the right shoulder to look to the back of your room. And just notice the sensations. That's it. It's a practicing here of noticing. Come back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Tent the left fingertips on the floor behind you. As you twist, draw the right side of the body back slightly and look over the left shoulder. Elongating the spine. Come back to center on an inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, just stretch forward. You'll make your way to hands and knees. From hands and knees, your shoulders are over your wrists and your knees are under your hips. On an inhale, release the belly and the rib cage, tilt the heart up. Exhale, round the spine, this cat-cow movement as you move the spine with breath. Inhale, release the belly and the rib cage, tilt the heart up. Exhale, round the spine. Just continue that movement. Inhale, release the belly and the rib cage, tilt the heart up. Exhale, round the spine. 2 more just like that. Inhale, release the belly and the rib cage, lift the heart. Exhale to round the spine. 1 more just like that. Release the belly and the rib cage, tilt the heart up. Round the spine and pause in this rounded spine. Notice where you feel stretch. Notice where you feel tightness. You're just turning on here, igniting, noticing. And then come back to a neutral spine. Lift the left leg back behind you and reach the right arm forward. If that's too much, the left toes can stay down on the ground. So the left leg is straight behind you and the right arm is forward. Stretch through the left heel and the right fingertips. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring your elbow in towards your knee in the center of the body. And if it's too much with elbow to knee, just use your arm. That's fine. Inhale, elongate, left leg back, right arm forward. Exhale, contract it into center. Do that again. Inhale, press the left foot back, reach the right arm forward. Exhale, round it in. Place the left knee down under the hip, so you're on knees, and then re-extend the right arm forward. So with the right arm extended forward here, both knees on the ground. Stretch the right arm forward, then reach the right arm up to the sky, and then thread the right arm under the left. Let the sit bones fall back down on your heels. Let the right ear come down to the earth and pause. And so here you're just noticing, again, different sensations, an opportunity to bring your attention to the sensations that you notice. The simple act of doing this in your practice starts to bring you into your body. And you might still have busy mind. That's fine. So come back up, re-extend the right arm up to the ceiling on an inhale, and place the right hand on the ground. You're back on hands and knees. From hands and knees, extend the right leg back behind you. Remember that the right toes can stay on the ground, and extend the left arm forward. So with a breath, lengthen through heel and left fingertips. Exhale, draw your right knee in towards your left elbow in the center of the body. Inhale, kick the right leg back or just this left arm forward. And then exhale, contract it into center. Again, inhale, elongate the right leg back behind you, reach the left arm forward. Exhale, contract it in. Stay contracted. Bring your right knee down so your knees are under your hips. Re-extend your left arm forward. And then extend the left arm up to the sky. And then you're threading it. Thread the needle underneath the right arm. So here, as the left arm threads underneath the right and the left ear turns down to the floor, where do you notice sensation in your body? You keep bringing your attention to that which you notice. Take another full belly breath in and a very long breath out. Come back up to hands and knees. Re-extend the left arm up on a breath and place the left hand down. Tuck your toes and head to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, your hands are shoulder width apart and your feet are hip bone distance. What is it that you notice in this pose? What kind of stretch in the legs? What's the quality of your breath? On your next inhale, lift both heels high. And with an exhale, simply lower both heels down. Do that again. Inhale, lift both heels high. Exhale, lower both heels, and they might not touch the ground. You can also have a slight bend to your knees. Do that again. Inhale, lift the heels, but this exhale, come forward to the top of a push-up. You're in plank pose. So from plank pose, your shoulders are over your wrists, your legs are straight back, but you certainly can tap your knees down. It's not the same thing as hands and knees because your knees are simply tapped down here. They're on the ground, but they're back a little bit farther than the hips. So from this place, broadening across the chest, notice your hands. Notice the way that the fingers spread out and distribute the weight evenly from the outsides of your hands to the insides, from the tips of your pinky fingers to your thumbs. Take a full breath in. And on your exhale, bend the elbows, lower all of the way down to the mat. The elbows point to the back of the room. You're going to lift a cobra. You're on the tops of your feet, lift up through your heart. Take the strain out of the back of your neck. Inhale. Exhale, simply lower down. Do that again. Inhale, lift up into cobra. Exhale, lower down. 2 more times. Coming up into cobra on a breath. Lowering down with an exhale. 1 more, lifting up into cobra. Exhale, lower down. Shift back through knees. or through plank to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, take a full belly breath in and a long breath out. Simply pause. What is it that you notice right here? And it doesn't have to be everything that's pleasant that you notice. It's like, what's alive right here and now? Not only in the sensations in my body, but in this world that's around me, where I'm practicing. What's present? Together, take a full belly breath in. And on the exhale, step, walk, or jump the feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, draw the heart forward. Exhale, empty out and fold. Press down, inhale, reach all of the way up, maybe even look up. Exhale, empty out, fold forward. Sun salutations. Inhale, expand through the heart, lift up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank or modified plank. Take a very full, expansive breath in. As you exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. On an inhale, come through to cobra, lift the heart. Exhale through knees or through plank to downward facing dog. Simply noticing this inhale. And as you exhale, step, walk, or jump the feet to your hands. You're at the top of the mat. On an inhale, halfway lift, draw the belly in, bring your shoulders up, even with the hip bones. Exhale, empty out and fold. Press down through your feet. Your arms reach up on an inhale. Keep it moving. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank or modified with knees down. Take an expansive breath in. And on your exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. You're flat down on the earth, elbows point back. Inhale to cobra, press down through the tops of your feet, lift up through your heart. Exhale through knees or through plank to downward facing dog. Start to notice breath. Maybe you notice resistance. Maybe you notice your heartbeat a little more. There's something to be noticed. Take a deep belly breath in. And as you exhale, step, walk, or jump the feet to your hands. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, empty out and fold. A little change. You're going to rise to standing on an inhale. And with an exhale from standing, left arm forward, right arm back. Now, your left hip bone's probably drawing forward. Drag the left sit bone and hip bone back. Come up to center on an inhale. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back, but draw the right side of your body back. Come up to center on a breath. Philip, you asked for it. Bend your knees and sit to chair. I'm sure Lucinda's really happy with chair right now. So from chair, expand across your heart. Your knees are bent. Take the strain out of the back of your neck and the throat. In fact, soften the tips of your fingers and the space in between your eyes and notice. Notice that you can balance effort and ease. That these two things can coexist. I know you're still in chair. In chair pose, you can feel the body working, but you can also notice a smooth breath, a breath that lets your nervous system know you're fine. Straighten your legs, reach your arms up on the next inhale, stay standing. Exhale, left arm forward again, right arm back. From here, come back to center on an inhale and rebend your knees and sit to chair. Exhale. This time though, stretch your arms out in front of you. Your knees are still bent in chair. Cross your right arm over your left. Bend your elbows, either backs of hands press or palms. So here in this pose, you're probably collapsing into center. Expand across the upper back. Keep the knees bent. Take a breath in. Lift the fingertips a little higher. Exhale, draw your elbows in towards your belly button. This inhale, come back to standing. Unravel the arms, reach them up. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Good. Come back to center on an inhale Exhale, bend your knees and sit to chair. Extend the arms forward. Trust the back side of your body a little bit, your hamstrings and your back muscles. Take your left arm over your right, either backs of hands or palms press. Stretch out across the upper back. Lower the chin slightly. Knees are bent. Take a breath in, lift the elbows a little higher. Exhale, contract in, draw your elbows in towards your belly button. Come back up to standing. Inhale, extend the arms up. Let's keep it moving. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift on a breath. Just move it through vinyasa. Here's what that means. You step back to plank or modified plank. You lower halfway or all of the way. You come through to cobra or upward facing dog. And then you come back to downward facing dog. Take a full belly breath in. Stay here as you exhale. What is there to be noticed? Something stretching, something opening, something that feels tight. What sensations are there to notice? What feelings are present? There's nothing to change, just to notice. Together, take a deep belly breath in. And as you exhale, step, walk, or jump the feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, empty out and fold. Press down. Inhale, reach all of the way up. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Come up to center on an inhale, bend your knees, sit to chair, extend the arms forward. Take the right arm over the left, either backs of hands or palms press. On an inhale, lift up across the chest and lift the arms. Exhale, contract in. Keep your elbows in close to your belly button and pause. From here, shift all of your weight into your right foot. So as your weight is shifted into your right foot, lift your left foot to a hover. We're heading back to crescent lunge. Step the left foot back. The ball of the left foot's on the ground. Arms are still in eagle. Right knee is bent 90 degrees. Left foot's back behind you. Arms are in eagle arms. With the right foot forward and the left foot back. Lift the arms up. Maybe you make the forearms parallel to the ceiling. Take a breath in. Contract elbows in close to belly button as you exhale. Re-extend the arms up on an inhale. Warrior two. Swivel the back heel down. Right arm forward, left arm back. So in warrior two, your right foot is forward. You're facing the left side of your room. The outside of the left foot is against the floor. Expand through the hands and simply let your eyes look past your right fingertips. And what is there to be noticed here in this moment? Get very curious about that. Not because it has to be a certain way at all, but because there's something to be known right here. Flip the right palm. Inhale, lift, stretch up and back. Keep that right knee bent. And exhale, hands come down to frame your right foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left. You're at the top of a push-up. Take a full belly breath in. Lower halfway or all the way. Come through to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, pause, take a breath in. Stay here, take a breath out. Take another full belly breath in. And as you exhale, step, walk, or jump the feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, empty out and fold. Rise to standing. Inhale, press down, reach all of the way up. Exhale, bend the knees and sit to chair. Stretch the arms forward. Come back up to standing. Straighten the legs, arms reach up. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Let's catch that. On an inhale, straighten the legs, arms reach up. Exhale, bend the knees and reach the arms forward. With the arms reaching forward, let the left arm come over the right, either backs of hands or palms press. Your knees are bent. On an inhale, lift up through the heart, lift the arms up. Exhale, contract the elbows in close to the knee. Take a full belly breath in right here and a long belly breath out. You're still in chair. Give all of your weight to your left foot and lift your right foot up. Step the right foot back. You're in crescent lunge, eagle arms. From here, bring the arms up, parallel them to the ceiling. The left foot's forward, the right foot is back. Take a full breath in right here. And as you exhale, draw the elbows back in close to the belly. Take a breath in, extend the arms up. That left foot's forward, right foot's back. Now exhale, warrior two. So the left arm is forward, the left knee is bent. You're facing the right side of your room. Press into the outside of your right foot. In warrior two, what is there to notice? What expansion can you feel? Is there a contraction that you notice? The weight distribution. So all of these sensations also mixed with thought, in and out, feelings come and go. It's a whole world to notice. Flip the left palm, inhale, lift, stretch up and back. And as you exhale, move through that vinyasa flow to plank or modified, lower halfway or all the way. Come through to cobra or up dog. And now head back to child's pose or up on your knees with eyes closed. And what is there right here to notice? Take your eyes off of anything that's moving. Preferably have them closed. And as you notice this breath in and this breath out, what else is there to notice? Are there places of tension that you could soften? Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And come back to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, take a full breath in and give it a long breath out. Again, take a deep breath in. Exhale, step, walk, or jump the feet to your hands. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, empty out and fold. Rise to standing. Inhale, press down, reach up. Left arm forward as you exhale, right arm back. Come up to center on an inhale. Bend your knees, sit to chair, reach your arms forward with an exhale. Cross the right arm over the left, either backs of hands or palms pressed. Your knees are bent. Inhale, lift the forearms to come parallel with the ceiling. Exhale, draw your elbows in close to your belly. Give all of your weight to your right foot. Step your left foot to the back of your mat. You're in crescent lunge. On the next inhale, the arms reach up to frame the head. Exhale, warrior two. From warrior two, flip the right palm. Inhale, lift, stretch up and back and straighten the right leg. Exhale, triangle. Right hand to shin, ankle, foot. Maybe you have a prop. We had toilet paper and cans as props before. This is not about your right hand coming down to the floor. It's about elongating the right side of your body, opening up. And feel that expansion across the body. These poses offer different ways to notice just new sensations pose by pose, because every moment is different. When we live in the story in our head, it's not. But when we live in the body, we live in the breath, we notice this ebb and flow. You're still in triangle. We're going to come back to reverse warrior. So rebend your right knee, flip the right palm, stretch the fingertips back, take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, come back to triangle. 2 legs straight, right hand to your shin, ankle somewhere around that area, maybe up a little higher. And maybe this time you extend the left arm over the ear. Give a lot of weight to your left foot. You might want more from this and you extend the right arm forward. Draw the low belly in. See if you can open up across the heart. Take another full breath in. Reverse your warrior. Rebend your right knee. Stretch your right fingertips to the back of your room. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, come into plank, but pause in plank. We're going to come into forearm plank. In forearm plank, your arms are just like this on the ground, this way. Try to flatten your palms, expand across your heart. The knees can absolutely come down. And here's what I want you to tune into as you breathe in and breathe out. There will be a point where you feel like you have to come out of this pose. I want you to pay close attention. Really notice where that comes from. Is it a thought? Is it something in the body that's fatiguing so much that you can no longer sustain it? I don't need you to stay in the pose, but I want you to notice what wants you to come out of the pose. And then if it's possible to stay in it, do that. But if your body's like, no, man, we got to get out of this place, then lower the knees down. You're still there, forearm plank. Draw the low belly in. Use the muscles on the back side of your body to lift yourself up and away from the ground a little bit more, and expand and contract with your breath. Draw the heart forward. Open up across the heart. You're going to come back up into plank. Walk the right hand where the right elbow is, left hand. So you're in plank. Take a breath in, move through a flow, or go right back to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, take a deep belly breath in. And on the exhale, step walker, jump the feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, empty out and fold. Rise to standing. Inhale, press down through your feet, reach up through your arms. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Come up to center on a breath. Bend your knees, sit to chair, reach your arms forward. Take the left arm over the right. Backs of hands or palms press. Take a breath in and lift the arms parallel to the ceiling. Exhale, contract it in. Give all of your weight to your left foot. Step your right foot back into lunge, getting ready for crescent lunge. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, warrior 2. Left arm forward, right arm back. Seal the outside of the right foot against the earth. Expand through the hands. Make sure the front knee is tracking over the ankle. Flip the left palm. Inhale, lift, stretch up and back. Keep bending the left knee, but now straighten it to come into triangle. 2 legs straight, right arm up, left arm down. Expand, open. And notice all that there is to be noticed right here. Because each time you step into noticing, you step into an opportunity to experience something. And from this space of experiencing something, you learn something. Reverse your warrior. Rebend the left knee, stretch the left fingertips back, take a breath in. Back to triangle, so 2 legs straight, right arm stretches up. Maybe now the right arm reaches out over the ear. Maybe the left arm also reaches out, really building strength in the oblique muscles. See if you can open across the heart and breathe. Feel like the inner thighs could draw together. Just noticing here, breath in, breath out. Take another full belly breath in and a long belly breath out. Rebend the left knee. Stretch up and back. Full breath in. Make sure that left knee's bent. Exhale, come into plank and pause in plank. As you pause in plank, forearm plank again. I heard you. You were like, could we please do forearm plank again? So right here, your arms are like this, but they're down on the ground, right? You got that? Just like this. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. I want you to shift, glide slightly forward, glide back. Glide forward. You got it. Glide back. Do that again. Glide forward. Glide back. Pause. Just notice. Because this noticing of what initiates us to want to get out of a place is a really important thing to notice. You're simply in forearm plank. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Right hand where right elbow was. Left hand where left elbow was. Move through a flow or step right back to downward facing dog. And now from this place, take a full breath in. And on your exhale, step walker, jump the feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, empty out and fold. Rise to standing. Inhale, press down, reach up. Bend your knees, sit to chair, draw your arms forward. Give a lot of trust to the back side of your body. Take your right arm over your left, backs of hands or palms pressed. With your right arm over your left, eagle, lift your left leg, wrap it over your right. So you're squeezing inner thighs together, dragging the sit bone back. Arms are wrapped, legs are wrapped. That left leg is over. You're squeezing into center. From the squeezing into center, feel an expansion through your body, even though you're drawing into center. Stay right here. Take another breath in and another breath out. Unravel that. Place the left foot down. Keep the knees bent like they're in chair and reach the arms up. And then slide your hands to heart center. Hover your belly over your thighs. You're in chair. Take a breath in. Take the outside of the left arm against the right leg to twist. In this twisted place, open up across your heart. Drag your left sit bone back. Elongate the left side of the body. And just notice. Breath in. Breath out. Notice breath in and breath out. Come back to center, straighten the legs, reach the arms up, bend your knees, sit to chair, arms forward. Left arm over right. Take a breath in. Right leg over left into eagle. Squeeze everything into center. Feel an expansion. So as you're drawing in, expand across the heart. Keep hugging the low belly in. You got it. Take another breath in and a full breath out. One more full belly breath in. Unravel the legs, 2 feet on the ground, they're in chair. Reach the arms up on an inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hover your belly over your thighs. Take the outside of the right arm against the left thigh. Drag the right sit bone back. Expand open across the heart in this twisted chair. In twisted chair, you're seeing how much space you can get, even though a portion of the body feels confined. So you're breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. Unravel this, straighten the legs. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, redraw the hands to heart center, rebend the knees into chair. So right here, you're just gonna take a few, actually make your feet a little wider, okay? Take the outside of the left elbow, tap it on the outside of the right knee, and then come up. Opposite, tap, up, tap, up. Good, keep going. Back, there you go. Forward, back, keep going. Tapping here, trusting the back side of the body to give it a little more weight. You're just alternately twisting and up, twist and up. Give it a big exhale and up, Big exhale, lift. A few more, exhale, lift, exhale, come back. One more each side. Good, straighten the legs. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Inhale to halfway lift. Move it through vinyasa or take it straight back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Draw a full breath in and a long breath out. Lift the right leg in down dog. It's the first time we've done this today, right? Lift the right leg up behind you, bend the knees, stack the hips. If that collapses the left side body, elongate it. Keep pressing back. Now let's straighten the right leg on an inhale. Come forward, bring your right knee towards your right tricep, and you might bend the elbows. That's your choice, you don't have to. Inhale, kick back up to a one-legged downward facing dog. Exhale again. Bend the elbows maybe, but bring your right knee to your right tricep. Kick it back up on an inhale. There's an arm balance here somewhere, Perry. You doing it? Exhale, bend the elbows. Get the right knee on the right tricep. Hearts forward. This is not for everybody. I know. We're just practicing here. You're breathing, breathing, breathing. Listen, place the right foot in between your hands. Come up to crescent lunge. Right foot is forward, left foot is back. Full inhale. As you exhale, draw your hands to heart center. Your right foot's forward, left foot's back. You can lower your left knee. Draw your heart forward on an inhale. Take the outside of the left arm against the right leg as you exhale to twist. From this twist, elongate the left side body and lean back. And breathe and notice. Come back to center on an inhale. Reach the arms up. And as you exhale, move through a vinyasa flow or step directly back to downward facing dog. One more side. Lift the left leg on an inhale. Bend the knees, stack the hips as you exhale. Give equal weight to both hands. Straighten the left leg back behind you on a breath. Tap your left knee to your left tricep. You might bend the elbows forward as you exhale. Kick it back up on an inhale. Exhale, left knee, left tricep, maybe the elbows bend as you exhale. One more just like that. Inhale, kick the left leg up. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Maybe it's the arm balance where the heart comes forward and that right leg kicks up. Pause, breathe. Place the left foot in between the hands. Come up, crescent lunge on an inhale. Please remember the back knee can lower as you exhale and draw your hands to heart center. Hover your belly over your left thigh. Take a breath in. Take the outside of the right arm against the left leg to twist. Elongate the right side of your body and breathe and notice, because our responses change as we fatigue. As the class progresses, there are things that can be noticed based on how we're feeling, breath at a time. Come out of the twist on an inhale, reach the arms up. Listen up, exhale, hands come down. Step your right foot forward to meet your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, stay folded. Open your feet past hip distance. You're gonna interlace your hands to your low back. I like the palms closed so they're back behind you, and fold forward. And in this fold forward, you might bend the knees. You're just noticing here, breath in and expansion across the chest, breath out. Let the head and neck release. Expand through the belly. Your hands are interlaced. You're opening up across the heart. Let the head and neck release. Together, take a deep belly breath in and give it a very full breath out. One more just like that, breath in. Breath out, release the hands. Bring the feet back to hip bone distance. Halfway lift on a breath. Exhale, empty out and fold. Re-rise to standing. Press down, reach up. Bring your hands to heart center, or one hand on your heart and one on your belly, and just pause. What is there to notice right here? We're going into a hip opener next. So I like to say that because I know some of you are just going to go right into half pigeon down on the ground. But for some of you that might not be familiar with that, just wait for a moment. If you know what you're doing, just head into it. But you can also come to seated. My right ankle is crossed over the left thigh. You're going to, lay down, and you can lift the legs this way and lay back. But you also can just come into that pose in the way that you typically do pigeon, with the right foot forward, the left leg back. Wherever you are, let the eyes close. And though there may be less physical sensation happening here, there's still things to be noticed. There's breath to be noticed. Right? There are sensations to be noticed. There's feelings. There's thoughts. Soften the muscles in the face, bringing ease to the neck and throat. You might notice that you drift away into like some sort of daydream, or even like into nothingness, right? And so that's a great opportunity to just come back to the moment. Every time we notice that we're not right here in these sensations, in this body, in this breath, it's an opportunity to come back. Very slowly begin to make a transition in whatever way works for you to half pigeon on the other side. Crossing the outside of the left ankle, maybe against the right thigh, and laying down. Maybe that left leg is out, bent in front of you, and the right leg straight behind, right? There's just all different variations of this. But you're noticing as you make the transition. And you're breathing in, and you're breathing out. And you're noticing. All that there is to be noticed. Here in half pigeon, as you notice breath in and breath out, notice sensations. You might start to notice settling. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Give it 2 more full breaths in and out. If you're already laying down on your back in a variation, simply extend your legs straight up. Those of you that want to move through a vinyasa or step back to down dog can do that and then meet laying down with legs straight up in the air. You'll feel the entirety of your back against the earth. You'll notice the sensations in the legs as they're lifted. And from that space with legs lifted, let the left leg come all the way down to the ground and the right leg is still extended up. Your back is on the ground and you're just stretching that right leg, making sure that the hands are not behind the knee to pull the knee and you're not straining to lift the shoulders up. The back's still on the ground. The right leg is still lifted. Just simply drawing that right leg a little closer to you for a stretch. And if this pacing is too fast, just slow it down and come into it when it's right for you. Give it another breath here. And then change sides. Let the right leg come down to the ground and the left leg is lifted and the hands come back behind the left thigh. You're unhinging the jaw, softening the face. Maybe the eyes are even closed. You're taking full breaths in and long belly breaths out. And then you'll slowly let the left leg come down to meet the right. Let the backs of your hands rest against the earth. Open your heels to the high corners of your mat. So right here, let the eyes close. Shavasana. There might still be things to notice in this stillness and silence. So let yourself notice. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Now notice, after this practice, what is there to be known right here? As you take breaths in and breaths out, what is it right here that you're aware of? Start to slowly roll to your right side. You're also more than welcome to stay laying down. If you've rolled to your right side, you'll start to make your way up to seated. If you're laying down, you can stay there with eyes closed, and from a seated position, you can also let the eyes stay closed or open. And just simply notice this breath in and this breath out. As we step into a brief meditation, this mindfulness meditation for the purpose of being awake to this moment, you can let the anchor be your breath. Simply noticing that breath is happening. You can let the anchor be sound. Simply aware of sounds around you. Or the anchor can be the sensations in your body. The noticing that you have a body that has these sensations, this life inside of it. And every time the mind wanders, and it will, practice noticing breath or sound or sensation. Simply noticing that breath or sound or sensation is happening. noticing breath, sensation, sound. If you've been laying down, you can start to make your way to seated. From seated, extend the arms up on a breath. And with an exhale, hands either to heart center or palm on your heart and one on your belly. I'm going to ask you before we formally end class with our mantra and our farewell to take a moment or two to type in maybe one thing or a few things that you noticed. The building of community and the knowing that we're together is a very important piece. And it's something that's missing in this virtual world many times. So if you would take a moment to go to the computer to type in what's noticed, either now or something throughout the practice, and then come back to your seat so that we can formally end practice together. Once you've typed in and you head back to your seat, just give yourself that moment to be together here. To see our words pop up on the screen, to share here what we are feeling as a community and noticing. Thank you, Perry. So as the words pop up on the screen, when you're ready, you can draw your hands to heart center. I miss you too, Suze. Release of stress, thank you. And you are so welcome, all of you. The words you speak become the house you live in. The light and the truth in me honors and sees that and certainly feels that from each of you. Namaste. Have a beautiful night, everyone. Thank you so much.